Oh, hi. This is Kim Reads Urantia. I was just thinking about something else, My life has been really interesting lately. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of pieces in the air, yeah. Interesting, right? Good. So, anyway, we're going to read from the Urantia book today. Yep, here we go. And we're also going to read from Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey. Okay, so this is September 8th. This is by a guy named Henry Vaughan. Henry Vaughan is a Welsh poet, a Welsh metaphysical poet. That's one of my favorite words, is metaphysical. And he was also a physician. And he lived from 1621 to 1695. So in 17th century Wales and England. So, okay, Henry Vaughan, let's go. There is in God, some say, a deep but dazzling darkness. As men here say, it is late and dusky because they see not all clear. For that night where I in him might live invisible and dim. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, a deep but dazzling darkness in God. There is in God, some say, a deep but dazzling darkness. Okay, are you sure that's God and not the other guy, the bad one? As men here say, it is late and dusky because they see not all clear. Oh, for that night where I in him might live invisible and dim. So, I felt this. See, and this is very Tao, that it's what I call the God and the not God. And within God, in order for there to be creation at all, God had to make space for there to be creation. Okay, so God took God's self away from a place or a space in time where there could be something besides God. And in that clear space, in that darkness, so this is God, but make no mistake, God is capable of controlling this, reaching into this space and controlling it any time he wants. In this empty space, he put a spark of life, a spark of himself in there. So the light within the darkness. And so you could see that part emerge and grow and come back home to God. So in this way, God can witness God's own fruition and evolution in the evolution of us mortal beings. And that's really the process. But in this place, I dwell, but I don't hide. I dwell, but I don't hide there. And I look forward all the time to reuniting my spirit with the Father's Spirit. Okay. So I think that's what that means. Okay. For that night where I in him. So even the darkness is within God. It's within God's mandate. So I live there, invisible and dim. So I can hide. Well, I can hide if I want to hide, if I'm, or I can come out when I want to come out. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep reading here. Buble. Okay. Send me some money, Buble. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Functions of the Supreme Spirits. This is the last section of paper 17 about paper 17 is about the 7 Supreme Spirit groups. Section 8 is about the functions of the Supreme Spirits. Okay. The 7 groups of Supreme Spirits constitute the nucleus of the functional family of the third source and center, both as the infinite spirit and as the conjoint actor. The domain of the Supreme Spirits extends from the presence of the Trinity on Paradise to the functioning of mind of the evolutionary mortal order on the planets of space. Thus do they unify the descending administrative levels and coordinate the manifold functions of the personnel thereof. Whether it is a reflective spirit group in liaison with the Ancients of Days, a creative spirit acting in concert with a Michael Sun, or the 7 master spirits encircuited around the Paradise Trinity, the activity of the Supreme Spirits is encountered everywhere in the central, super, and local universes. Okay, they function alike with the Trinity personalities of the order of days and with the Paradise personalities of the order of suns. Okay, so these are the Supreme Spirits. There's seven groups of these. So let me look back here for a minute.
I'm sipping a crap coffee.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Do you need the keys? You got the keys?
I got them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so back on here, page 169 here, and the beginning of paper 17, I've got the 7 Supreme Executives, so that kind of reflect. Right. Is this the one there's that? No, there's only 7 of these. Right. They're trinitized. And they occupy the 7 Paradise satellites, this executive headquarters. Right. Okay. Okay, so these are the Supreme Executive or Administrative Coordinators of the Grand Universe. So they're coordinators. So you see their activities all over, and they're just helping everybody work together. So the mandate, the direction comes from the 7 master spirits who inhabit that sphere or that circuit around Paradise. The spirit circuit's outermost circuit around Paradise, between Paradise and Havona. And these 7 Supreme Executives go out and coordinate all the functions of all the spirit groups throughout the grand universe. So they go out into the universe and they represent the will of the 7 master spirits. Okay? And the master spirits then are in turn their progeny of the infinite spirit. Okay, so that's how that goes. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to go again. Together with their infinite mother spirit, okay, which is the infinite spirit, right? But it's so weird because they refer to the infinite spirit as a he, but here it's the infinite mother spirit. The supreme spirit groups are the immediate creators of the vast creature source and center. So all the other stuff that the people need out there in the grand universe, the 7 supreme spirits do that. Take care of it. All orders of the ministering spirits spring from this association. Primary supernifem originate in the infinite spirit. Secondary beings of this order are created by the master spirits. Tertiary supernifem by the 7 spirits of the circuits. Okay. The reflective spirits collectively are the mother makers of a marvelous order of the angelic hosts. The mighty Sekanophim of the super universe services. So we talked about those Sekanophim, and they function in keeping records correct and as living records of things, right? Right. A creative spirit is the mother of the angelic orders of a local creation. Right? A local creation. So whatever angelic orders are specific to our universe of Nebadon, our mother spirit, local creative spirit, creates those. Right? Such seraphic ministers are original in each local universe, though they are fashioned after the patterns of the central universe. All these creators of ministering spirits are only indirectly assisted by the central lodgment of the infinite spirit. The original and eternal mother of all the angelic ministers. So the infinite spirit is the original and eternal mother. But it's interesting. They do pretty consistently refer to the infinite spirit as a guy, but here they're referring to him as a mother. See, this was not written by a person. It just wasn't. Okay. So all these creators of the ministering spirits are indirectly helped by the infinite spirit. Okay. The 7 supreme spirit groups are the coordinators of the inhabited creation. The association of their directing heads, the 7 master spirits, appears to coordinate the far-flung activities of God the Sevenfold. 1. Collectively, the master spirits near equivalent to the divinity of the Trinity of Paradise deities. Okay. Okay, the directing heads of the supreme spirit groups. Okay, so these are these 7 supreme spirit groups collectively. Okay, and the directing heads are the master spirits. Yep. Okay, so these are coordinating the far-flung activities of God, the sevenfold. 1. Collectively, the master spirits near equivalent to the divinity level of the Trinity of Paradise deities. Okay, so those master spirits are representing the Trinity sort of in this way. 2, individually, they exhaust the primary sociable possibilities of triune deity, right? Because they're, one for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Spirit, one for God and the Son, God and the Spirit and the Son, and all three of them. 7, right? 3, as diversified representatives of the conjoint actor, they are the repositories of that spirit, mind, power, sovereignty of the Supreme Being, which he does not yet personally exercise. Okay, so they represent, the conjoint actor, which is the Holy Spirit. And they're repositories of spirit, mind, power, sovereignty of the Supreme Being. So they act as like regents, or representatives of the Supreme Being while he's still being created. The Supreme Being is being created. Through the reflective spirits, they synchronize the super universe governments of the Ancients of Days with Magiston, the Paradise Center of universal reflectivity, which also kind of means, communication. I think of that as communication, the means of us all staying on the same page here, right? 5, in their participation in the individualization of the local universe divine ministers, the master spirits contribute to the last level of God, the sevenfold, the creator son, creative spirit union of the local universes. So that's right. So they contribute to that here with their divine ministers, like the marriage of the creator son and the creative spirit union. That's so romantic, so romantic. Okay. Functional unity inherent in the conjoint actor is disclosed to the evolving superuniverses as the seven master spirits. In the seven master spirits, his primary personality. So the seven master spirits are the primary personalities of the Holy Spirit, conjoint actor. But in the perfected superuniverses of the future, this unity will undoubtedly be inseparable from the experiential sovereignty of the Supreme, presented by a divine counselor of Uversa. So these are the seven master spirits. So it's all created between like the evolving Supreme and the will of the seven master spirits, which is, closely representative of the Holy Spirit as a whole. And it's all getting everybody on the same page, communicating through reflectivity. So wonderful, wonderful organization of our home. And we got some things to work out here on this planet, but it's okay. It's totally doable in the grand scope of things. We just faith, whatever happens is okay. All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.